Well, food banks say Hamilton's emergency food system is reaching capacity and they could soon be forced to turn hungry people away. They've grouped together, asking the city to help address the crisis. Simone Gavros tells us more.
The cost of food, the cost of living, rent, everything, people are just not able to make it without the support of an emergency food bank.
Hamilton food banks are noticing an overwhelming increase in visits and are concerned about being able to keep up with the demand.
We started to see that visits had started to climb. I think last September it was 12% over last March. And so here we are 6 months after that and it's at 40%, which is something that we're just not able to sustain with our current model.
Karen Randall from Hamilton Food Share says the sector is reaching its capacity.
We may be in a position where programs have to start to limit the number of households they see or turn households away, and obviously that's not something we want to do.
With cost of living on the rise, food banks in Hamilton have noticed about 12,000 visits being made each month from families and seniors. Randall's concern is that people are faced with a decision to either buy food or pay for rent. So food banks are turning to the city to help find a solution.
Food banks are no longer just about feeding people. We're also providing them with an ability to pay their rent. So we're looking to be engaged in the city's homelessness action plan and see if there's a way that there can be funding provided to this system to ensure we can continue to meet this need.
One client has been turning to food banks for over 5 years, which allows him to save in other ways.
Without the food bank, I wouldn't have, let's say, quality food to the end of the month. I mean, I'm not going to starve ever if I don't come here, but I'm not going to eat well. I'm going to eat bread and water.
Neighbor to Neighbor is seeing the increase in demand and serves about 1,500 families a month.
It's the most ever in the history of the food bank here.
Clients can get non-perishable items and always leave with produce, meat, dairy, and bread. They can receive food once a month, but there's a concern about supply running out.
We worry about being able to serve the clients. Like, our philosophy is to not send anybody away without food, and that is a main worry for us, is how are we going to fit in more appointments.
The 16 local organizations sounding the alarm are in talks with the city to address the food insecurity concerns. In the meantime, food banks are calling on the community to give what they can to help with the demand. Simone Gavros, CHCH News, Hamilton.